So we're really starting to get into our reading journey now. When we use details, we're able to make inferences, and we really need to continue monitoring our understanding to comprehend. As a review, good readers activate their schema, and they make predictions before they read so that they can confirm their thinking or revise their thinking as they read. A reminder of schema. It's what you already know about something. If you think about file folders in your brain, you're able to add information into what you know about a subject or take information out as your knowledge grows and expands. As a reader, I am always making predictions. Here's a little reminder to the tune of "We Didn't Start the Fire." I won't sing it now, but we'll sing it in class. Now, along with these things comes the importance of inferring. Here's your reminder song to the tune of Bingo. I-N-F-E-R, I-N-F-E-R. By using your schema and those text clues, you can also infer meaning or do what we call making an inference. Inferring is when we draw a conclusion based on the text evidence and our reasoning. It's like a good guess, and sometimes more. Inferring is when we are filling in what the author is not directly telling us. Details are what really help us to infer. As we read, our mind's looking for unique characteristics, for sensory details that help us describe things, ways to support our thoughts with evidence from the text. When we look at details, we're doing all of these things. We've really got to look closely for the details in the text to provide those clues or evidence for our thinking. So, when I examine the details, I can infer. Here's a piece of text I took from the Van Gogh Cafe. When the glamorous woman finishes her soft drink, she stands at the register to pay. The porcelain hen is smiling at her, and someone is singing that she would be so nice to come home to. And the combination of these things makes her feel generous. I really focused on these details so that I could infer meaning. So the woman is leaving. I know this by the evidence that she's standing at a register to pay. Then I put the clues together to figure out that these two things are making her feel generous. One, the porcelain hen is smiling, and then two, someone is singing that she would be nice to come home to. So I think she's going to leave a big tip. After all, I'm inferring that she's paying at a restaurant because she's finishing her soft drink. And a big tip for service would be a generous thing to do. Another really important thing to do as a reader is to monitor and clarify as you read. Here's our song to the tune of Frere Jacques. It is about pausing and think. In order to stay on track when we read, it means we do need to pause and think. That is when we're monitoring our understanding about what we're reading to clarify our comprehension. Rereading details helps us figure out what the author is trying to tell us. So here's some monitoring and clarifying in action. I found this excerpt in something I was reading, and it really struck me as interesting. I had to reread this sentence quite a few times. Only the photographs on the mantelpiece really showed how much time had passed. Photographs on the mantelpiece. When I think of a mantelpiece, I think of the shelf above a fireplace. Now I'm thinking photographs. People tend to put photos or pictures of family members on a mantle. Okay, so photographs on a mantelpiece could be family. Really showed how much time had passed. Okay, well, when we put pictures up, as years go by, the pictures can show how people get older. Aha! I have my aha moment. I get it now. People often put photos on their mantles of family. In order to show that time is passing, the pictures must be of the same people at different ages. That way, the photographs are documenting that the years are going by. If the photographs are the only things that's showing time has passed, then I can infer that everything else in the room must have stayed the same for years. Finally, for this lesson, you want to add the flaps for making inferences. Remember that when you put these in, you want to leave opening, so only put your glue along the strips. It's probably best if you not cut the center until you've got these somewhat down. But make sure that you have these in here so that we can do a follow-up later.